standing here together, we remember the long journey that brought us to this shore. The ocean, it reminds us of the distance we travel, of everything we left behind.
My dad grew up in North Vietnam, in a small village where life was simple. He didn't have much, but he was happy. Everything he needed was around him: family, the land, and a strong sense of home.
In 1954, we faced a difficult decision. Staying would mean losing our freedom and everything we should cherish. So, with heavy heart but hopeful spirit, we left our home and head south, seeking safety and a chance for a new beginning.
In Saigon, South Vietnam, my dad studied and worked hard and eventually became a lieutenant governor in Bình Định province. Being a public servant wasn't about power, it was about helping his people thrive. He believed in the future he was building for our country in South Vietnam.
But every day, the shadow of war grew closer. No matter how hard we work, peace seemed further and further away. When Saigon fell, everything we had worked for came crashing down.
April 30th, 1975, known as Black Sunday. That day, the North Vietnamese army took over Saigon, forcing the U.S. to abandon its embassy and evacuate more than 7,000 U.S. citizens and South Vietnamese allies by helicopter. Vietnam had now fallen to communists. Those who couldn't get out had a difficult decision: stay and live under a communist regime or risk everything and try to escape.
At the end of the war, 10,000 men who served the losing South Vietnamese government were locked up.
Years of breaking stones and enduring inhuman conditions under the burning sun were meant to break a man's spirit. But my dad refused to let them break him. He thought of his family every day, and that gave him the strength to survive. After his release, we knew we couldn't stay in Vietnam, so we gathered our courage and boarded a small, rickety boat carrying 81 souls, each of us praying it would carry us to freedom. It was terrifying, but we believed in the possibility of a new life.
After months in refugee camp from Malaysia to the Philippines, we finally arrived in America. Life was hard, but we were free. That was enough. We worked hard every day, building a life from scratch, determined to make something better for our children. Your mother and I give everything we had to see our family thrive.
Adieu foulard, adieu madras, adieu grandeur.
Our story is not just
Adieu collier
our own. It is a story of countless immigrants who left everything behind in search of freedom. We are part of this country fabric, building it with our dreams and determination. I'm proud of what we have built here. I'm proud that we survived and found freedom.
qui qu'a parti. Hélas, hélas, c'est pour toujours. bâtis-moi qui dans la radla prend de moi maneli allez doudou à moi qui capati hélas hélas c'est pour toujours doudou à moi qui capati hélas